Hey guys, Sopia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2024 IFBB Pro League Tsunami Nutrition Showdown Pro Bikini results. Absolutely spectacular show. These women all look amazing, extremely beautiful, and this 2025 Olympia season is really starting off with a bang. So speaking of Olympia, I don't quite have the rules for next year's Olympia yet, but I'm presuming that it's the same as what it was for this year. So that would mean that last year's top 3 are automatically qualified, and then the winner of any open division contest within the qualification period would also qualify. So looking at the scorecard, here is our top 5. In first place, Sopia. Second, Jess. Third, Otavia. Fourth, Anna, and fifth, Chantel. And the scores were very even all the way through. A clear win for Sopia. Okay. Chantel in 5th place looks so good. Great abs. I love all this definition in her side. Her oblique looks beautiful. Love the groove in her hip. She's got a nice amount of outlining in the quad. Great quad sweep in the back leg. I love how the curve just continues into that little teardrop shape right by her knee. She's got nice, beautiful round calves, a tiny waistline, and a good V shape. So you definitely notice that triangular, the width coming into the narrow. The only thing I would comment on with the posing, this shoulder seems a little tiny bit lower than this one. There's ever so slightly an angle going up towards the back, and I would love to see this more level, just to open the shoulder up, really like stretch it, twist, and allow the arm to fall even more straight rather than that slight bit of an angle backwards. That's the only thing. I think she looks unreal. The color of her suit is beautiful. The lipstick is beautiful. The sleek dark hair is really luxurious. Her posing looks fabulous. I love that she maintains a really nice curve in this back delt as well. So she's got her hand at the exact perfect position to show off her tiny waist and keep the delts looking amazing. So a beautiful 5th place for her. All right, next and 4th is Anna, stunning in this deep blue suit. It looks fantastic. She's got a crazy curve to her glute and an extremely small waistline as well. So you're just noticing how tiny she is and then how beautifully large her glutes are. Nice definition. I love this curve that she gets here on her hip. Beautiful line coming right down her quad. You can see a nice amount of quad sweep on the back leg, but I do find that her feet are maybe too close together, or this foot needs to be a little bit less of a profile and more turned towards the front. I just find that this back leg is really hidden. I hardly get to see any of the hamstring, and rather than being so sideways in the torso in the midsection, I'd love to see a little bit more of her obliques and more of her upper body. I just find it's very sideways. I'm kind of losing the curve of her leg. I think a tiny bit more angle towards the front would be very flattering. She has a tiny waistline regardless, so I don't think she needs to be so sideways to show it off. She's got a nice amount of size in her upper body, some beautiful shoulders, and really nice curves into the arms. It looks gorgeous. Right here in particular, just a very lovely shape. I do think that she could raise this hand a little bit higher. Her shoulder looks absolutely fine how it is, but I find that by having the hand so low on her hip, I'm looking low, and I would rather have her pull everything up and draw attention to the width and that hourglass, the widest part of the top of her hourglass shape, and have the elbow even more high and direct that attention upwards. But I think she looks really beautiful. She's got nice hair, pretty makeup. She could have done a bolder lip if you ask me, but overall she looks really, really beautiful. All right, next and 3rd is Otavia, and I think she's standing at a really fabulous angle. I love how much of her midsection we see, the oblique, the flatness, the smoothness in her abs, beautiful width coming into the lats and the shoulders, so you clearly see that triangular shape. Your eye follows her elbow up, and it's just great. It's a really nice balance with her lower body, and I think she's got a gorgeous silhouette. The curve of the glute coming in underneath and then curving back out to the hamstring looks awesome. Beautiful definition, really nice outlines surrounding the quad all the way up. It's almost as if the oblique continues down and outlines the quad. You're seeing a nice amount of her back leg, so you get the hamstring, you get the quad sweep. And to me, she looks beautifully conditioned in the legs. They're nice and soft and smooth with just a little bit of lines, a nice amount of detail into the torso, and great outlining of the delts. I do find though that her forearms are really lean. Like there's a lot of vascularity. There's a lot of lines and hardness. I don't know how on earth anybody would be able to change that, but if she could somehow get her arms to look a little softer, I think she would be the absolute total package. Beautiful suit, beautiful hair. Love the earrings. They're very bold. They really shine against her hair. Her makeup is pretty. Her lipstick looks perfect. Like, she's just gorgeous. I really like her physique, and I'm so impressed by her tiny midsection. All right, now in second place is Jess. I love this bright, bold pink bikini. It's so feminine. It looks lovely with her pink lipstick. She's got amazing calves. I love how she's really highlighting the calf on this leg here. You can see a really nice curve into the hamstring. Great quad in this front leg in particular. Though I do find that it almost seems like she's pointing her knee almost towards the back corner. I think if she rolled the knee a little bit more inwards, it might show off the size of her back leg a little more. Like, to me, the back leg, the hamstring looks great, but the quad is looking a bit small compared to how big and round and full the front quad looks. So it's just an optical illusion, but I think she could totally play around with the placement of the knee here. She's got great size into the glutes, really nice detail, the line coming down, nice oblique, nice flat midsection, some good definition of the abs coming through, and an impressive amount of size into her upper body, the lats, the shoulders. It's awesome. But I don't like the leaning of this shoulder. I find that this hand is pulling her torso down, and it's totally throwing off the hourglass. I think if she could get the shoulders to be more level, then your eye would flow over her S curve and her back a lot better without being kind of pulled downwards. So that's my only suggestion, is to really focus on bringing that shoulder up and out, allow the arm to just fall gracefully down by the side of the body, and I think she'll be unstoppable. Absolutely beautiful. All right, now in first place is Sopia, and she's got everything. Her posing is perfection. She's at the exact perfect angle to show off the glute, to show off the small waist, to showcase her lat and the width in her upper body. So you see this triangular shape, you have this great hourglass, and man, what a beautiful profile view of her lower body. She's got this curvy glute, curvy hamstrings, nice fullness into the quads, and the conditioning is perfect. She's smooth. She's got lines where you need them, right in the groove of her hip, in the oblique, in the abs, little definition around the delts, but she's beautifully soft in the arms, in the legs, down in the calves. It's the perfect detail to complement her shape. So she really gets everything right. The smooth hair is very sleek. It's not distracting. It just suits her. The color of her suit looks beautiful. She's just gorgeous. But most of all, I think her posing really complements her frame. All right, so here's the side-by-side, and I'm absolutely drawn to Sopia. I think she's doing a really good job of showing off the smallness of her waistline, but also the huge width in her shoulders. So she's really wide, really narrow, and then beautifully wide. She's got a nice amount of space between her feet to show off the curves in this back leg, the beautiful quad sweep, great ab definition. It's just amazing. I think both Jess and Chantel are a little bit slanted. If they could both bring this front shoulder up a little bit higher to be more level, I think that would be really awesome. Anna, I like this picture even better than the one I showed before. I think you're seeing a little bit more of her at an angle, and I think it's very flattering to her midsection, but I still think that she could raise this hand a little bit higher. Otavia, absolutely beautiful. I love the line coming down to outline her quad. I think her obliques look beautiful. Her shoulders look lovely, but to me, Sopia is just shining. She's so beautiful in this center stage. The posing, the width in her shoulders, shoulders. She's just amazing. And then in the back pose, I don't think anybody has the triangular shape like Sopia. The hair in particular helps to highlight it. I feel like if Ottavia's hair was a little bit more of a triangle shape or just thinner to show off the waist, the hair to me is obstructing too much of her extremely tiny waistline. Sopia, you are really noticing that width coming in as a triangle. It's undeniable. It's so clear. It's so striking. All of these women have amazing glutes. Anna's glutes are particularly big, very well developed. I think Ottavia has some really impressive roundness, particularly in the middle and the top of the glute. Jess has fantastic outlining, the very clear to see the glute ham tie-ins. Chantel, beautiful curves. I really like how detailed the tie-ins are on the inside in particular, and the nice curve into her legs in the inside of the leg. But Sofia's silhouette is undeniable. She's so hourglass. She's so tiny in the midsection and just beautifully full and round in the glutes with just the right amount of definition coming down her legs. She nailed it. So, of course, this would put her on the list for the 2025 qualified athletes. And that's it for this recap. There are more shows coming, so of course more recaps. And yes, the Olympia is next weekend already coming. It is almost here. So exciting. Make sure you check out my prediction video and give me a subscribe. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment your thoughts below and come find me. I'm on Instagram at turquoise toffee.